Hello, I am Jacob Gomez, and this is my portfolio throughout 2015 and 2016. I am very interested in hand animation, 3D animation, digital animation, and digital media. I'm interested in all of that. Unlike how I started the year, I'm very capable of using Premiere, Flash, and Photoshop professionally. Today we'll go through all my projects, beginning to end, to see where I am right now. Well, moving on to my first project. This was not my favorite. I guess the first ones are never the best ones. We used Flash to draw each individual item, creature and character for the backgrounds. And we had to use Magix to create original music for our animation. We used Premiere to edit the video and put sound effects, which I posted on YouTube for a weekly grade, which is still there. For our second animation, or fifth animation to be correct, hand-drawn bouncing ball moving to the right, and I was so happy to do this animation because I love hand-drawn stuff. I love drawing. I love anything that involves a pencil and paper. The sooner someone says drawing, I just snap. But yeah, it took us 18 pages or 13 pages to create the movement for the ball. And we had to scan the pages on a printer, and moved it directly to Premiere. I had a lot of fun doing it. I didn't really care about everyone else feeling miserable, but I loved it. On to our sixth project. This one I didn't really like because I didn't finish it at time. So it was supposed to be about a man walking through a war field that's full of ashes, and he's just standing above the rubble. Again, I didn't finish this because I wasn't informed about the due date. But it was our first test, so I was hopefully lucky for the next time I had a test. Onto our seventh project was a t-shirt designed just for Mrs. Alaniese's class. It was supposed to be a first time thing. We didn't really know how to do this. We didn't really design a t-shirt. We only knew about animation and drawing. So this was very new, even last minute too. On to our eighth project. This got me excited. We had to use hand-drawn again, but we had to draw a hand with a drum, with a stick, hitting on it. And it took some time, and it took maybe 30 pages to 12. I'm not sure. But it was fun either way. We edited the video on Premiere and added sound effects with Magix. On to our ninth one, which is the script for our play or animation. I was troubled by this because I didn't write a script before, so I had help from my friend nearby me, but I got it done either way. So far, but I wrote the script on Microsoft Word. The next project number 10, is on Naviance. Naviance is a website for high school students that have to plan their schedule for next year in case they pass all their tests. I did last year and I did it this year. I wasn't really nervous about this. I just did what I felt like was right. Picked the classes that I needed, picked the classes that I liked. On to project number 11. I have not worked on anything so hard since the drum animation, and I love this animation. I tried to go innovative. I worked on every spooky cliche that I could work on. I worked on Premiere to edit the video. I used Flash to create the objects, atmosphere, characters, and background, and used Magix to create music and background and sound effects. Reopen Word, and I used layout from Mr. Broom to put on Photoshop. I honestly had fun researching what to put in the background, what to make of the characters, what kind of armor the robot needed, all those things. Either if you want to see the video, link is in the portfolio right now. For Project 13, ooh, yeah, this one was hard. It was like the first time we had involved motion to anything sensitive or anything. The animation itself was hand drawn, which I'm not sure I mentioned that we have a printer scanner that can print and scan our pages, so we can import it right into the computer. I guess I can finally say that my masterpiece is an egg in a skirt swapping around, but I did had a lot of fun. For Project 14, the class decided to work on it. We got to work on Flash to create our characters and background and setting, so I kind of had a debate what the setting would be, space or a cave or anything. I was already starting to finish the project. It wasn't really that hard to create the characters, what would they look like, create the setting. I thought it would have been cool to bring a mother-son relationship. The project was pretty easy by itself. So taking a break from that, we had to work on Project 15, Bones. This was very interesting because we never got to use any of the Flash effects or features. I used Flash on this project. We had to use a horse for example and reasons. But I think I learned a lot from this project, and I hope to learn more in the next one. On to our 16th project. The last time we're going to work on the child story. We had to work on it on Flash for about a month, so I worked really hard on it and had a lot of time to think it through. I edited the sounds and music on Premiere and imported it to YouTube, where you can see right now. The link is in the description. On to Project 19. We had to work on a sketch. We had to work on this for a game developer. I wasn't sure who it was, what his name, but Mr. Broom said he was okay. So I created this giant behemoth of a robot steampunk thing, and I hand-drawed it and sent it to Photoshop. I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope to do more like this in the future.